And I just want to go through pretty quickly to show you some of the basic tools that I think every AV installer should probably have in their tool bag. You've got your wire toner, which I'll go into detail about another time if you don't know what that is. It's a must-have tool for an AV guy. This is a Cat 5 tester, so it tells you if the Cat 5 is, has a proper wiring. This is a multimeter for testing voltage. For certain electric things, it comes in handy. You should always turn it off when you put it in your bag. Screwdriver, everybody needs one of these. This is a multi one, so it's got all kinds of attachments, which is helpful. The mini screwdriver, which is also necessary for a lot of the electronics that we deal with. Again, it has different attachments for sizes. This is called a keyhole saw, which is good for cutting in boxes and everything into sheetrock. Level, I'm sure you all recognize. This, I'll do a whole nother video about this. This is a helpful tool for cutting in single gang and double gang boxes. It's just nice to draw a proper square and then you could cut it out and do good installations. This is a RJ45 crimper. So when you get Cat 5 with a regular end, you get the end on that, and this is what makes a termination. So I'll do another video on how to actually use that in detail. Angle cutters, some people call these dikes as well. That's another name for them. That's just for cutting wire, thicker wire, and zip ties, different things. These are wire strippers. They have different wire gauges that could be stripped properly, so that's a very handy tool. I probably use this one the most of my tools, along with the screwdriver. These are journeyman's pliers, which is just good sometimes if you have to twist some tough wire, like for electrical wire. Needle nose for getting things out of tight places or squeezing things. This is my latest addition to my tools, which is an awesome find. It's called a flush cutter. And it gets really close, so you could cut off zip ties, the ends, and do a quick demonstration here. When you have a zip tie end, very often people use these. It leaves a sharp edge on it, which is terrible when you're messing with wires. So this thing, you do that, and the thing is just smooth. So that's a great tool for that alone, and I use it for a lot of other things. This is a punch down tool. So that's how you make these jacks work, which I'll go into detail about that if you don't know what that is. These are Allen keys, all different sizes, which I don't use often, but occasionally you find that you need that. Forceps, which is like a medical tool I use to grab a wire out of a tight place sometimes. Basic electrical scissors, I probably use those to cut tape most often. This is a compression crimping tool kit for compressing RG59 ends and RG6 onto coax wire. So I'll do a demonstration of how you use that another time. Box cutter, just for different things, stripping wire sometimes too. Ratchet, which I often use to do the final touches on like a TV mount. I'll do it with the hand so you don't snap the bolt. This funny looking thing, this is a tool to crimp like wire connectors. I'll grab one here. So this, 2 pieces of wire would go in there, and you use this to squeeze it. The reason it looks so funny with this is because the handles are not comfortable on the hand, so I made my own padding, so it looks a little bit ghetto. Then you've got a flashlight. Chisel occasionally is just good. Tape is a must-have. Markers and pencil, must-have. Tape measure. These are just basic supplies like ends. Then you got zip ties here, drill, and last but not least, booties. When you work in high-end houses, you want to have shoe covering so you don't have to walk around in your socks all day. So that's just a good thing to keep in there. And that's it. Next, I'll show you what it all looks like back in the bag.